Hello. Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to Drive on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein, and alongside me is the Smurf, the Magnet, the Golfer. It's Danny Murphy. Always starts with an up. How are you, Smurfy?
All right, mate. Yeah, but I hear you. I don't know if you spoke about it on the show yesterday.
What?
Your best ever round.
84. I mentioned it no more than 35 times.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
It's so... What a buzz, though.
We'll talk about golf in a minute. If we could do 3 hours on it, I would. By Jingo, we've got a show for you today. Of course, we're asking where Liverpool rank as the worst defending champions in Premier League history. Glad you're here. Yes, the voice of boxing, Adam Smith, joins us in the studio, of course, for this week's The Voice as we build up to another big weekend of boxing. And we'll be asking whether England's Harry Kane is the best footballer in the world. And, of course, it's Thursday, which means what's happening, Murphy? Yeah, get your WhatsApp voice notes in for Danny Murphy. You can ask him anything you want from the world of sport or anything else for that matter. Get them in now, 03717223344. All that, plus we'll hear what Enzo Maresca had to say about Liam Delap being a silly boy following his 2 yellows in mint and red. And we'll ask Dan, which Dan? No one calls you Dan. Which goalkeepers intimidated him before taking penalties? This is Drive. You can get involved. Pick up the phone. It's a good show. I feel it. I can snip it as well. 03717223344.
That excites me about as much as thinking about Crookie in your bath having a drink.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. It's me, Andy Goldstein, and more importantly, I've got the legend that is Danny Murphy alongside me. You all right, Smurfy?
Yep. Didn't have a good round this morning. Got up early.
What time are you up?
6:30.
Okay. Now, as you walked in, I haven't really seen you today, and as you said that, I went, that's what time I get up. Is that too early for you?
Well, it's not my normal get-up time.
Okay. You're getting up early because you've got today's show, so you thought I'd get a round of golf in before I play. All right, okay. How'd you play?
Average.
What'd you play off?
Today I was off 8.
Okay. What'd you go round in?
I think I was 83.
Okay, that's bad for you, right? I mean, for me, that's like the golf.
It's only bad. It's not a bad round in comparison to a lot of people, but it's bad compared to how well I've been playing.
All right.
I've had a really good spell.
What was good? What was bad today? How was your drive? Let's go through it. How was your driving?
Driver's normally my best club in the bag.
There's a big butt coming up.
Took me a while to get it going.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
How was your iron play?
All right, not bad.
Chipping?
Poor. Let me down today.
Putting?
All right.
Okay, so
Chipping.
round the greens.
Chipping, yeah.
Round the greens.
Problem is our course is having a load of work done.
Yeah, there we go. Excuses, everyone.
No, so all the bunkers are being redone.
Oh, that's good, though. Then you can't go in a bunker.
No, but around them where you have to place it, there's obviously a lot of workers and you're not getting many
you felt the
good
pressure. You
eyes.
felt the pressure, do you? People watching.
No, that doesn't bother me.
Oh, right,
In fact,
okay.
I play better the more people watch.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I love it, mate. I love it.
I can't get enough of it. So I played Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Did you?
And I'm playing tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And today, I'm sat there at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I woke up naturally.
Go to range.
And I'm sitting there thinking, there must be someone I can play today. There must be someone playing. Gutted. Day off's terrible. Hated it.
Do you play in any of the club comps?
Do you know what? I haven't started to yet.
That's good fun.
Yeah, I need to.
And I'll tell you this, the first time you do, it doesn't matter how good you get.
Yeah.
And it's a mixed bag of handicaps. So the 4 balls, for example, say me and you played, you both play your own ball against 2 others and the highest handicap takes off the lowest, all the normal stuff you'd know. But because it's a competition, and there's like, you go up on the board, on the wall at your local club if you win and you get the trophy and all that.
Yeah.
The nerves change. It's not like playing with your mates.
But I love that. I always play better
When there's something on it.
when there's either something on it or someone watching. You know, sometimes you got the starter. My mates, they hate that. I always hope there's a starter there because I know I have to play perfectly.
Yeah, but I suppose you've got a little bit of an advantage to them in the the pool and the snooker.
Yeah.
Playing in front of people.
Yeah, maybe.
The pressure.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, but if you've done it before, you kind of know how to channel it. Whereas if you walk onto a golf course and you've never played sport at any level,
Yes.
and there's 20 lads waiting to tee off behind you, all looking at you tee off, it's a bit like, whoa.
Yeah.
But when you play your first comp, and you don't want to let your mate down.
No. I like the scramble comps. I like them.
Yeah, but
That's good.
they're easy.
Yeah, they're good fun.
Good.
We should play. You and I can't believe
We will.
We'll play one weekend, yeah?
Yep.
That'd be nice. So we've got a busy show coming up today. I'm very excited about it. I love having you in the studio, Dan, because you are fantastic at what you do. A bit later on,
mate.
we'll be talking about Harry Kane, whether or not... Now, we've talked about Harry Kane many times, but we've never spoke to you about this, and we've never actually asked this question. Is Harry Kane the best footballer in the world right now? So we'll get your view on that. You don't have to answer it now. We've got a bit of WhatsApp Murphy. You've never done that with us, have you?
I don't think so.
Have you heard Benty do it?
Yes.
Okay. So if you know what I'm talking about, you can get your voice notes in now, 03717223344. If you don't, I'll explain it in more detail a bit later on. Basically, any question you want to Danny Murphy, but think outside the box, right? Not, what was your favourite goal? Not that. Like,
No questions from exes.
Oh, no, we encourage them. No, okay, yeah, fine. We'll cap them. Them. How many? We've got Adam Smith joining us in the studio. Now, I know you like your boxing.
Yeah.
Right? You know Adam. He's been on your show with Simon and Jim before, but Adam's coming in. He always does. Once a week. Usually it's a Tuesday. Today it's a Thursday, but Adam will be in for about half an hour. But we're going to start with your old team, Liverpool. And their crisis continued as they were knocked out the Carabao Cup by Palace last night. So, is this the worst start to a title defence ever?
Palace 2 up, looking for a third here with Pino, and he's found it, slotting it beautifully into the bottom right-hand corner. The icing on Palace's considerable cake. Yet another defeat for Liverpool. The drama fast becoming a crisis. A 6 defeat in 7 in all competitions.
I think they're getting a little bit frustrated with the excuses he's coming out with time and time again after games.
They're meant to be building some super team here, right? And it ain't a super team right now. He spent 500 million quid, he broke the transfer record twice, and he's put a kids team out in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, Liverpool, smashed in the Carabao Cup last night, 3-0 home to Palace. It means Arne Slot's side have now lost 6 of their last 7 games in all competitions. He spoke to the media after the game and discussed the lack of depth in the squad.
Before I went out, I saw City's lineup, and I don't think they had one starter from the weekend. But it felt as if you looked at their lineup, they played with their 11 starters. So maybe it also gives a little bit of an insight that everybody has always said how big of a squad we are having. When we played Chelsea, I said they're missing 8, but they can still bring Estevao in. Now we're only missing 4 players at the moment, and already we needed to start with 4 players under the age of 19. And after I made 2 substitutions, we were on 6.
Nearly £500 million spent by Liverpool in the summer. £500 million, 446 million. Are you having Slot moaning about the lack of depth in that squad?
I suppose the question it brings up or presents to me is that how big a say is he having on the personnel coming in? Because it sounds a little bit when he's talking about it like the balance, the numbers in the squad don't suit him. So you know the way it works at Liverpool with the way it's set up there with the transfers. I'm sure he has a say in some capacity, but I'm not sure how big a say. So maybe he'd have wanted to distribute that money more widely across the squad in different areas. That's what I'm hearing from that.
When you say that, are you alluding to after Ekitike came in and they were then going for Isak? Are you alluding to the fact that he probably wouldn't have wanted to spend that much on a striker?
On 2.
Yeah, having already bought one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm surmising. I'm saying that from hearing him there. It sounds like he doesn't think the squad is of the same calibre as City and Arsenal's in terms of numbers of international players, because he used City as an example. Now, he has got a few injuries, so I understand the weakened side yesterday to a degree. I was surprised there was no big hitters on the bench.
Yeah, me too.
That was a surprise, because I've been in squads where you put a weaker team out, and generally nearly all the times I've been in those situations, there'll always be a few big hitters on the bench to try and get you out the mire. Mm-hmm. And most of the lads wouldn't mind getting stripped, because the rest comes, okay, you're still getting changed, doing a little warm-up, but you're resting, because you're not, intensely running around a pitch for 60, 70 minutes. You might have to come on for 20. And most of the lads want to play anyway. They were there anyway.
Yeah.
They were behind them. I don't know if you saw that,
Yeah.
If he'd have said, all go home and have a couple of days off, I'd understand that more, but they're at the match anyway. So I thought he should have put some of the big hitters on the bench when he realised that some of the young lads weren't up to it. I don't mind him starting that team. The bit of not having the big hitters on a surprise. Now, he's got a massive week next week, starting with Villa.
Yeah.
Then you got Real Madrid, then you got City. And with the injuries to Gravenberch, Curtis Jones, he's probably thinking, if I play McAllister and Szoboszlai, well, McAllister did play, to be fair, but if I throw Szoboszlai in and one of them two gets injured, so he's all this stuff going on in his mind. Only at the end of the season will we be able to look back and go, this was a big mistake.
Yeah. But we can analyse it now.
Yes.
Right, as well. Let me just throw some stats at you, and
Yeah.
you can give me your view on it. So one of the questions we're asking is this the worst title defence? Okay,
Well, I
so-
think statistically, I've just read it, it's the third, isn't it?
Yeah, so Chelsea is the worst in 15-16 after 9 games. They had 11 points. They finished 10th. At this stage of the season, the year after Leicester won the title, they had 12 points. They finished 12th. Liverpool are third with 15 points. So just 4 points better off than the worst, if that makes sense. Do you think, and I've heard Slot talk in recent weeks about not being happy with how teams are playing against him. Do you think he's been found out a little bit? Do you think his style of football has been found out a little bit? Because I think these are worrying times for Liverpool.
I think it's always inevitable when a new manager comes in and has some success that other teams will study you and find ways to try and beat you. I mean, the best example of it last year was Newcastle in the League Cup final. They changed it. You know, Newcastle generally play decent football. They didn't play any football because they knew it would trouble Liverpool, and they controlled most of the game. So that was kind of the first time it was like, whoa, Eddie Howe's done a job there. In fact, they did it in the league game a few weeks ago, early in the season. Even with 10 men, they were giving Liverpool problems. So, yeah, he's going to have to try and... I think it was easier for him to deal with when he had such a settled team last year. And all the players were comfortable in their roles. When you think of Diaz and Jota and Trent, everybody knows everybody. They're all comfortable. They're all together. This big turnaround of players that they've had, you've got... Not only have some of the players from last year not hit the heights, a lot of the new signings are struggling with the size of the task. You can see it. It's a bit much for some of them to take. And I've seen it before. You go to a club like Liverpool, players, especially young players, take time. They haven't brought in a 28-year-old established. You know, that's not what they do. In fact, the most established player they let go was probably Diaz, who was 28, 29, because they got such money for him. But he's been a big miss. So I think at the moment, he's realising that all teams are going to try and do this to him, and he's going to have to find a way to negate it. Now, I wasn't too worried up until Brentford, because I thought the United and Chelsea games were on the knife edge. So the Chelsea away game second half was like a cup game.
Yeah.
They were attacking, we were attacking. They were attacked, we attacked. Could have gone either way. And Liverpool made plenty of chances. They looked in the game. And even United, although United got the win and, you know, were resilient and played well, Liverpool opened them up a lot and missed some terrible chances.
Yeah.
So I was thinking just one of these little bad week or two where things don't go your way. They go to Frankfurt, they win, they smash them.
They were 1-0 down in that.
Yeah,
that was a worry. But yeah,
and they
okay,
were
they
poor.
came back.
They were
poor,
poor.
yeah.
Now, he changed the system, played a 4-4-2 in Frankfurt. Now, because of the injury to Isak, he's gone back to a more orthodox system at Brentford. But you know what's happening at Brentford, don't you? We all do.
Yeah.
And they fail, but fail badly. I mean, it was the worst performance I've seen Liverpool have. So there are some big question marks.
Let me ask you this, because I want to take calls on it. 2 questions, right?
Yeah.
Just yes or no on both of them, right? Yes, no, or maybe. I'll give you.
Okay.
If I would have asked you at the beginning of the season, before ball was kicked, will Liverpool win the league? What would you have said?
Yes.
Okay. If I ask you now, will Liverpool win? No, they won't win the league.
They've got to turn it round really quickly, and it's too hard to do.
We'll take your calls on that. Is this the worst start to a title defence ever from Liverpool? And Danny Murphy's just said they won't win the league. Liverpool fans, do you agree with that? 03717 22 Just a quick reminder as well, we're bringing you live and exclusive commentary of Liverpool's next Premier League clash. It's 8 p.m. It's this Saturday night, and it's against Aston Villa. The pressure is well and truly on Arnie Slot.